Yo, my hoser community that's potentially maybe watching or listening to these things. I'll be honest with you, I'm doing these for myself. I'm just using YouTube as cloud storage to put these podcasts and my home videos and gaming videos that I'm really into. So 20 years from now or after I'm dead, these things are still out there and people stumble on them and be like, oh man, these guys are really cool. Doubt it, but anyway, yeah, the video you're watching right now is Crash Bandicoot 2, the remake, the new modernized one. It's another game that I played a lot when I was younger in high school, and then me and Paul and Brooke, his wife, we play this a lot up at camp, taking turns, you know. So, yeah, another game that's actually pretty damn relevant to all of us in the podcast, except Brett, who's hosting this one. That was recorded in late October 2021, and I remember this one's actually pretty good because it's just about a diary that was found in a wall, in drywall. You know, when you're renovating houses and shit, you find stuff like that, and yeah, we read some funny shit out of it. So it's kind of snooping, you know, but it's from a long time ago from people we never even met or saw, so fuck them. We're using it for entertainment value. You know, from our mouths to your ears, it's going to be good shit. Well, as good as we get. Anyway, and yeah, so that's the podcast. That's the video. I'm going to try to get some live action here, and then I got some Star Wars stuff hopefully coming up. And when you're doing Star Wars, it's got to be a trilogy. So there's going to be 3 videos of 3 different games, and you're going to like it or fucking suck it. Anyway. Yeah, that's the intro, and here's the podcast. Let's go, Brett. Oh, yeah, and there's a song later that he doesn't even know about that I make fun of him, so stay around for that. Hi, this is your favorite podcast host of Podcastration, Levon Thundercrotch. The episode you're about to hear contains some minor audio inconsistencies due to time restraints, equipment failure, fibromyalgia, voodoo, and co-host incompetence, and for that, I do apologize. The affected portions are minimal and shouldn't affect your overall enjoyment, or Podcastration is guaranteed to offer a mail-only coupon for 15% off of a single purchase of a Rode Commode, ShitStats toilet, or any other on-the-John and Crap-rated product. Your enjoyment of Podcastration is our number one oh, shit, sorry. Is our number one... Your enjoyment of Podcastration is our number one concern. So rest assured that this episode is produced with the same amount of care and quality as every other episode of the world's number one podcast, Podcastration. And with that, we now present to you today's episode of Podcastration. Thank you for your patience.
Podcastration's gonna rock the nation in 1, 2, 3, 4.
Podcastration in his house. We are back again, as you know, or else you'd be listening to something else, obviously. And this is a Brett episode.
It sure is.
Getting more rare these days.
Yeah. I don't know. I got kicked off the payroll, I guess.
Yes, you did.
I was never on to begin with, but...
Our fucking sponsors are cheapskates. Well, I'm going to start this one off with an interesting fact. So it's got to be about 2 years ago now at work, in a department that I'm rarely at, there's a computer screen, and it was dusty. So I do what you always do. I drew a big dick and balls on the screen.
Of course.
Yeah. And I was back there, like I said, for the first time, I'm going to say at least 2 years ago. Honestly, it might even been 3, and that thing is still there. And this thing gets used like every day. So the other thing is to tell you, I don't know if they don't clean the computers that often, or if they've seen it and they just leave it for prosperity or whatever. But yeah, I'm just gonna keep doing more on other computers till I get caught. So
Yeah, why not?
I just had to throw that out there. Brett's eating. If you hear munching, he's eating his dinner now while we do this too. I'm also gonna throw out a random shout out to truckers because A, it's like a loner job. B, it takes good driving skills. And C, you got to keep, at least 2 families happy. Sometimes 3 or 4.
Yeah, I'd say 2 to 3.
Yeah. Also, well, the other reason I'm bringing this up is because I've been going on my way to work. I've been seeing where truckers been parking to take, to sleep. They pull off the road and then waking up and driving for hours. So my big thing is I'm such a light sleeper. So hats off to anybody that can consistently sleep on the side of the damn road. I just think that's a skill that I can't fucking do. They probably listen to a lot of podcasts, so hey, hopefully they listen to Podcastration. Maybe that's why they're so good at their jobs. We keep them so entertained that they just want to do work.
Next time you're given a truck stop blowjob, why don't you drop a podcastration card off in that bathroom?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, okay. I'll get right on that. Good joke. But, yeah. Hopefully, hey, if you're a trucker, tune in, smoke some stud cigarettes, and use the road commode, you fuckers.
Oh, That'll help. They all got studs and road commodes.
Yeah. That reminds me, so before work this morning, I couldn't even find my car keys. I kept looking everywhere, under the couch, in my fucking recliner, under my cushions, in my car, under the car, in my yard by my car. Looking everywhere for it. I was almost late to work. And as I was looking outside around my car, there they were sticking out my front door. So last night I unlocked my door to my house and just left them in the fucking keyhole. So, yay, that was fun.
We had a motel down at the New Jersey. We just got back from Wildwood. And I did that because we had the old key lock. I'm not used to that with the hotel. And I was looking for the key the one morning, and I said, I think I know where it is. And I opened the door up, and there it was in the lock, on the outside of the room. So I hurried up and took that away before Jesse knew that I left the door, basically unlocked all night.
Till she hears this and knows.
Yeah, she'll know soon enough.
Yeah. Hey, okay. I don't know if you would know this. Speaking of, while we're on the subject of keys and car shit. So, gas octane at the pumps, it goes 87, 89. And why does it skip 91 and go to 93? I wonder if there's a 91 that's some special fucking race fuel or something, or maybe at one point diesel fuel was considered 91, but I don't think.
I think it's just so lethal because they like to dedicate it to the 91 Pittsburgh Penguins. It would not work in any car without blowing it up.
That absolutely makes 100% sense. You're right. Or they probably have to pay the Penguins some insane royalty.
Yeah, Lemieux and Yager, who can afford that in today's market?
They were so high octane at the time that they're just, no. We got to set it up to a higher number, 93. So that's a good...
What was the word they used to describe the number of speeding tickets Yager had? Remember
it was a legendary number.
Legendary.
Yeah, a legendary amount of speeding tickets in his 92 Camaro IROC Z. I want to say T-top. I just think T-tops were mandatory back in the 80s. Early 90s.
So.
Yeah, that's what you did. Hold on, I'm going to drink some of this beer here. Brett bought back from the beach with him, which I'm going to review here in a little bit.
This beer's actually not from the beach. This is from over near Hershey Park.
Okay, this is near Hershey Park. So let me see. What else is next on the list? Okay, I have a random news report for you. This is kind of funny. So, apparently some local laundromat prankster was going in there and taking people's clothes out of the, washer and dryers. Okay, which, whatever, I'm sure that happens all the time. Then he or she was swapping people's clothes with garbage. And then apparently he or she was placing dye tablets in the washers.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. I guess this has been happening for a while. And now this person is pissing and pooping in the machines. I guess they're going to different laundromats or something. And there's a serial fucking laundromat heathen. And I don't know. I don't want my clothes dyed or lathered. But speaking of laundromats, we should start having laundry days again. Remember we went down there a couple times at the laundromats to wash our hockey gear and shit? And
yeah. So we used to both have dirty jobs too.
Yeah.
We used to... we did it at the one that's down across from Kevin's Quality Meats,
yeah,
right?
That's why I was going to say, we could start podcasting while we do our laundry down there. There's a meat market across from it, and a bar just a short walk down the road.
And the clientele of that laundromat, I mean, I'm sure we'll hear some heroin and drug stories.
And the bar. That's that divey bar. I forget what it's called now, but
what is that bar called now? It was the Homewood or something.
Yeah, something like that. It was a
That's the bar that we used to go to when I'd leave my Arc Manor classes. We'd all go over there and have a few beers after class.
Didn't we all do that? Didn't we all have Arc Manor classes and go to the bar afterwards? Oh, America, you gotta love it. Yeah, man, we should go there, drink beer in there. We'll play cards, podcast, and we'll just annoy people. We'll have to bring it up. Yeah. So, okay, the theme of this episode is gonna be: I had a coworker. He's renovating his house. And he was doing some drywall.
Pervert.
Actually, when Paul and Brooke bought their house, they had the same thing happen. When you never know what you're going to find when you pull out drywall. We found shit up at Jake's camp. Paul found a playgirl in apparently a guy's room.
I forgot about what we found at Jake's camp.
I think we discussed it on here before.
I think we did too.
It was pretty gross. And well, this guy found a diary from the 70s.
Oh, that's cool.
It's an old man's diary, and
is that the script? We have the entries, some of the entries.
Yeah.
Right?
I got some off of them here, not the whole thing, but I got some random ones. You know, we didn't have much time. This was at work, so. But this guy sounds like a real winner. So
it's a shame we don't got the year. It's just.
I think it's 78 or
so
77.
It's all 78. Okay, yeah, we'll go with that.
I think it is. Okay. Honestly, I forget the guy's name here. I don't have it written down, but I'm just gonna roll with 1977. Okay. So what we're going to do here is we're going to read some of the entries we have. We're going to read some now, then we'll read some later after commercial break and all that shit. So this is the kind of entries this guy was writing down. January 5th, 1977. I hate my wife's cooking so much. I work all day just to come home and stuff that festering garbage she calls tuna noodle casserole into my mouth. If she can't cook, then what the hell is she here on earth for? Why did I marry her, and how do I get rid of her without paying child support? I know the answer, but where would I put her body? If only. And then it trails off. Next one. January 20th, 1977. The wife was at her parents' today, and since she nagged all week about the dirty house, I said I'd clean, quote unquote, while she was gone. I said I would just to stop her useless gums from flapping. And of course, I just quickly wiped everything with Windex and watched Sanford and Sons all day instead. I also finally tried on some of her panties, and I gotta say, I look rather sexy in them, if I do say so myself.
This does sound like, it's starting to sound like Jake's camp, actually.
Yeah. February 9th. The in-laws came over for dinner today again. My wife is a pain in the ass, but these pricks are just insufferable. I bring home the bacon while my wife lounges on her fat ass all day, letting the kids do and eat whatever, whenever they want to. But my job isn't good enough? Well, I hope they all enjoyed the crushed up bugs I dumped into their salad dressing before dinner. They lose, I win. March 31st. Neighbor's kid Jared caught me singing Bee Gees and dancing in my wife's panties this morning. And I just know that little brat would blab his fat gums all through town about it. So good thing for me, he's a troublemaker on a short lease. And a bad thing for him, I threw eggs all over people's houses and placed eggs by his bicycle. He got the blame, and now that little twerp is shipped off to military school. Ha 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 ha. All right, your turn, Brett. You can go ahead and read some.
I'll read a few here from it. April 16th. Neighbor's dog shit in my yard for the last time today. Now that mud is fertilizing my perennials, and damn did it feel great to slam that axe head down through that yellow furred throat of his. And apparently the family didn't mind the burgers I made out of him either. They ate them and scrambled on to other things without saying thank you as usual. Those ungrateful little pricks. Man, this guy is something else.
Yeah.
Yeesh.
He might be in jail, or he might have been executed at this point.
Oh, here's April 28th. The wife did jack shit today while I was at work. But I played it cool because she was sunning her fat ass on the inner tube in the pool, and I just waited till she was in the middle. Quietly opened the bedroom window and shot that tube right out from under her with the 22. You should have saw her panic and uselessly attempt to paddle to the side before she sank. And oh boy, did she yammer out a bitch fest afterwards. Just made me laugh even more. Worth it.
Okay, that's funny.
Like, why didn't he just shoot the dog with a 22?
He had an axe. I don't know.
May 4th. I hit the toenail clippers again. Boy, do I enjoy watching the family look endlessly for them. I even chew them out for it. Ha! They're so stupid and I'm so smart. Also, the wife insists that we pay for an exterminator to rid the bees in the attic. And by we pay, she means I pay for it. Some things don't change.
No.
If she can earn 200, then she can pay whoever she wants to do whatever she wants. Until then, I'm ridding the bees myself, and I'm using her precious hairspray for the job. I don't think hairspray would... Maybe back in the 70s.
I don't know. Maybe. Who knows what they had in them back then? It's probably just lighter fluid.
That's why the holes in the ozone layer was
Yeah.
because of hair bands, right?
Yeah.
May 5th. Okay. So I caused a slight bit of fire damage to the attic yesterday. Well, excuse me for trying to save us some money for food and rent and bills. How was I supposed to know that hairspray was that flammable? And I did get rid of the bees, didn't I? So what if a small portion of the attic burnt down? I'll fix that shit too. It's just endless with the wife's negativity around here. Wonder if the neighbors would trade wives straight up. I always catch Travis looking lustily at my old lady, and we all know he has a thing for bigger broads. I'll get a few beers in him and bring it up.
This guy. All right. That's enough for now. We'll save some for later. Hopefully we can get the book off them there. Maybe we'll have some more entries later on, because I think I could read this shit all day. But, that sounds awesome.
I mean, the picking on the wife part I like, but the killing the dog part I don't like. So
Shooting the tube out from under.
that's funny. It's the dog that.
Yeah. A cat, totally reasonable.
Oh, I got cats.
I know. I had to say, because your one's just laying like a fucking
Yeah, he does
blob.
that. He's actually on a diet.
He's laying on his back.
He went to the vet and surprise, he's overweight by a few pounds.
I'm pretty sure every podcast we've done together, we've mentioned that lard ass.
Well, last year they told us he wasn't overweight, but in fact I had to brush him more. So,
Yeah.
But last year we didn't get to go in with him because it was COVID, you know.
Yeah.
So I think that maybe he just had a 20 on him and paid the vet off to have the vet tell me that he just needs brushed more and he's actually not overweight. But now
That
he's
would
on
make
a diet.
100% sense.
I had to buy him a laser pointer and make him chase it around. He seems to enjoy it actually. So.
Yeah. Fucking, I'm always hungry. Oh, okay. That's a good segue. Speaking of food, have you ever ordered any fast food and then have to bail out because once they give you the price, you don't have enough money?
We might have probably drinking or something.
I just
once.
did that recently I did that at Arby's not too long ago because I had like $10. I'm like, it's fast food. That'll be
Yeah,
enough.
Arby's can get pricey.
Yeah. I just figured $10 would, enough. And I don't know. I guess the prices were there, but I just didn't add them up. Yeah, them dudes are pricey. I don't know. But I had to do the old bail and fucking order my food. All right. And then I zip on by. So, oh well, fuck them. That's what they get.
Someday we should try to wait and cut in front of somebody after they pay at the first window and see if we can get up and get the food.
Yeah, I
handed
know.
to us
That's
at
what
the
I
second
wonder.
window.
I wonder the next guy behind me, he probably just wanted a burger, and then they try to. Oh, that'll be. It was like 12. It was like 12.
No, I mean we should wait
Yeah.
at someone's at the first window and just kind of sneak in front of them.
Yeah,
I mean they're going
yeah.
to notice, but maybe they won't have the balls to get out and say anything, and you just get the food to the second window and drive about.
Also, the windows are like a vehicle length apart, so it'd be,
Yeah, it'd be
tough.
tough.
You'd really have to. You'd have to go up past the pickup window, park. Once the money's transactioned, you just quickly reverse in place, and then
that
yeah.
or McDonald's at lunch, they have those 4 parking spots.
yeah.
Just park in one of those, and when they bring food, I'll just grab it and just back up and leave. It might work.
It might.
I kind of want to try it.
So what I ended up doing was I went home and I just cooked up. I had food at home, but I wanted Arby's. But I cook up these frozen macaroni, buffalo macaroni bowls, and they're pretty good. I was thinking of that, and it got me thinking. I wonder. So the places that make frozen food, they just make the food there, fucking put it in a container and freeze it, right?
Yeah.
So I wonder
yeah.
if the places that do that sell the fresh food there. So if there's, I don't know the brand. You buy at Walmart or Shop and Save or whatever a grocery store is where you live. You buy a frozen thing of macaroni and nuke it in your microwave. But if they're
Right.
making it there, I wonder if you can go to the factory and just get it fresh as an option. You know, if you work there, I'm sure you get sick of it, but the first few weeks in your job, it'd almost be a shame not to if it's like, oh, this shit, if it's good frozen or after, nuke it in a microwave, it ought to be pretty damn good there. I just was thinking of that, I actually got a pretty good meal plan for later tonight. So
Kind of related, but kind of not.
Yeah.
One of my old managers at the one hospital I worked at, he used to work at the distillery. I think there was a whiskey distillery. Maybe it was down in Latrobe or something. But he was a maintenance guy. He said it was just so easy to just distill alcohol back in like the 70s or 80s.
I'm
he
sure.
worked there.
Back before cameras and
Yeah.
fucking every stupid little rule they have
Yeah,
now.
they had like the little the sample ports where you just like squirt a little bit out into a cup to look at the integrity of it and stuff. He's like, nothing stopped you from putting your mouth underneath it a couple of times a shift.
Yeah.
And the way he said it, nothing did stop him, so he did it a lot and became an alcoholic. But
See, I think of any place like that, and like even a place that just makes barbecue sauce. And you're like, oh, just sneak a little
like line your pockets with sandwich bags and
Yeah.
squeeze it in.
anywhere, where there's food. If you're on an assembly line, like I assume them places are just so, it's just if you work at, you're mixing. Whoever gets to work at the end, like quality control when the shit's finished, you just
Yeah.
help
Even
yourself.
when I cooked like at Valley Dairy, like a 5-piece chicken nugget, you'd accidentally threw 6 in, and you'd have a free chicken nugget to eat.
Yeah. Speaking of sauces, I'm always buying sauces just to try it. I'm that guy. Like this, you go to the store and there's a whole fucking shelves of like hundreds of sauces, basically. And a lot of them are like salad dressings and stuff.
Yep.
But you just see one and you're like, man, I just have to know what that tastes
Yep.
like. And then I get my refrigerator shelves cluttered up, so I just end up dumping them
Throw it
out in the
away.
yard and throwing them out. That's my favorite thing to like shop for, though. I always go buy it and.
I like sauce, but also I was talking to Paul about this. I get my rocks off looking for body wash. I love new
Body wash?
Yeah, I love new body wash scents.
I'm the opposite. Food. Frank's has this like sweet chili sauce now, and they got honey barbecue sauce. I even got I just recently got rid of cheesy bacon ranch sauce, which sounded great, but
Yeah, I said I don't get into the cheesy bacon too much. Like a bacon cheeseburger, yes, but
I always like it. You see food, it just looks so good, and it'll probably suck, but I buy things out of curiosity.
why has nobody made bacon cheese flavored bubblegum yet?
Me and Paul were talking recently. I think, I was talking to somebody about, as many chip flavors as there are. I've never seen like.
Chips are a weakness for me. I
Yeah.
love nice salty crispy chip. Oh. Or dip it in some French onion dip, or
I was gonna say I've never seen. Oh no, they do have like steak chips, and they were terrible.
Oh, yeah.
They had steak
There's
Pringles.
Pringles makes a lot of flavors that they probably shouldn't.
Yeah, they had the burger Pringles, and it just doesn't taste.
Even like the pizza Pringles, I didn't like. Like an original Pringle,
They have
I
nothing
like.
to do with pizza, the flavor, but I still like them. Food. See, now I'm already getting hungry.
Yeah, I just ate 2 and I'm hungry again.
Yeah. Hey, we can let's go to a commercial break
Yeah.
here, and then pick it up on the other side, and we'll read more of this awesome guy. I'm just gonna call him Jeff's, his awesome diary. So, commercial break.
G'day, mates. This is your good bloke, Claude Kupka, with a very important question for you. Are your undies routinely chockers full of sweat and body fluids? If so, then it's nothing to whinge about. It's hotter than Satan's armpit out here in the outback, and if I'm wearing subpar undies, then my fanny's waterlogged by brekkie. That's why I wear my ripper of a new product, down underwear. Not your standard underbreeches. Down underwear are made from 100% fair dinkum koala hide. Now, I know what you're thinking. Koalas are cute and cuddly, but they are also extremely moisture absorbent to draw in every ounce of water it can to survive in the harsh, arid climate of inner Australia, making koala hide the perfect material to soak up that slab of beer you guzzled last night at the pub. And they also have a roo pouch built right into the front for extra storage for a coldie. Down underwear are also available in every size and style and their performance is guaranteed to be the best bloody undies you ever wore or your money back. So don't be the bogan with the Bobby in his crotch, and give the flies and mozzies the Aussie salute, and go get yourself some down underwear today, or else you'll just be another bludgeon left whoop whoop in a billabong of shame.
Are you landlubbers craving a delicious pizza with an open ocean twist? Well, then don't be a barnacle and sail on over to Pirate Joe's Pizza and hop on board to plunder from our amazing menu. 'Cause here at Pirate Joe's, you'll feast like a captain with our exclusive toppings, such as fresh fried flounder, tasty sea turtle eggs, marinated manta ray, succulent seahorse, decadent dolphin tail, scrumptious seal loins, and so much more. All on our award-winning crustacean crust and smothered in the freshest sea cow cheese on the high seas. Or, if you're not in the mood for pizza, then you can fill your chest with other treats like seasoned gull wings or a hearty manatee T-bone. Or try our killer whale wrap and urchin chowder. Our menu is as deep and bountiful as the hull of a mighty galleon, and guaranteed to satisfy your insatiable appetites, or Pirate Joe himself will walk the plank. And don't forget, our fully stocked bar has enough mead and rum to make any seasoned sailor seasick. Pirate Joe's has been voted the best pizza joint for 7 straight years, so other pizza joints can blow it out their blowholes. Don't waste your doubloons anywhere else, and find your Pirate Joe's Pizza within the nearest nautical miles for the #1 dining experience for you, your wench of choice, and the little buccaneers today. Pirate Joe's Pizza. We're fun. We're filling. We're by far the best.
All right, commercials are over. Back to the real shit. Do you know if itching powder is actually a real thing? I've heard of it. I've seen it on movies.
You know, why would anybody make that? Because other than people buying it to prank their friends,
Yeah.
who's going to buy it to use for themselves?
Also, keep in mind, anything you make like that doesn't mean you're immune to it yourself. People probably make it and sell it, but also the other question is, does it work? I guess there'd be reviews telling you.
They put Icy Hot in one guy's underwear when I worked at Asbury once. Fresh out of the shower, too.
Is that a prank thing, or is that actually like a medical thing that just
Icy
sucks?
Hot's the stuff like for muscle aches.
Okay.
So they filled his crotch full.
And what does it do? Does it burn? Like, well,
It's
icy.
a cooling and burning.
Yeah.
And
It feels like shit.
on your
Nice.
nutsack, fresh out of the shower,
Yeah.
especially.
Okay.
And then like what? It's already on your skin. You can't rub it off.
See, I think that and itching powder, I don't know if they're available. We need to get our rival hockey team with them. We need to have Brooke or someone go in and just douse all their pants.
We talk about all these jokes like exploding golf balls and stuff. We never do any of this.
I know. We're all full of
Do they make exploding hockey pucks? Because the refs always ask us for a hockey puck.
Yeah.
And, like it'd be funny like if it lasted long enough until like say Toto finds up for a slap shot and a
We
cloud
could
of dust.
What is the Hostess snack? It's basically like a ho-ho, but it's round.
There's like the zebra cakes, but those are white.
No, there's round ones. They're basically, like I said, they're just round, chocolate-coated things that are
moon pies.
maybe they're a cake. They're the same shit as It's a
I know what you
it's
mean.
a ho-ho.
I can see it.
It's just it'd be funny to just have one on the you need a hockey puck, toss him one of those. Of course, pranks on others. He just eats it, and enjoys it. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I still want to actually do any of these pranks. It's more I never prepare or think about it. Here at the podcast, when we're talking about it, I'm like all ready to go. And problem is when a hockey game comes, I don't think of our hockey game. My getting ready for it's 5 minutes before I need to leave my house to go for it.
Unless you're taking an organ to the rink with you.
Yeah, that wasn't even planned. We were just like the idea came when the organ was there when we saw it, so that prank was available. I still want to get the lobster from their Giant Eagle grocery store nearby, and I just want to have a lobster on the team's bench. Just maybe leashed to it somehow. That would be funny. Of course, it'd probably be a $40 prank. I don't know how much them things cost.
Could boil it up after the game.
Yeah, we'd have to get it off of them, but yeah. All right, you know what?
Yeah, let's read this guy and
Let's read this asshole.
getting low in time.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Okay, we're back to reading. Like I said, I'm calling them Jeff's diary entries. So this one is July 12th. My neighbor's wife is so damn sexy. Wonder if he'd let me spend a night with her for $100, straight up. And he's cheap, so I bet he'd do it. I bet she'd be game for it too. Now that I think of it, that asshole still has my Hendrix records, so he owes me. In fact, I'm going to put sand all through the inside of his chainsaw I borrowed if they decline my offer. That'll show him. Okay, he's borrowed this neighbor's chainsaw, but he's bitching about the other neighbor using his Hendrix records, so whatever.
He doesn't seem like a very outstanding citizen.
No. July 21st. I can't believe my wife still thinks I work at Busy Beaver. I've been working at the nail salon for 5 months now, and I love it. This is my true calling in life. And that's it. That's July 21st. August 11th. Took the kids to the movie theater today. They wanted to see Star Wars. Oh, well, there you go. That gives us, so the year's got to be 77 or 78. They wanted to see Star Wars, but I'm not into that sci-fi laser nonsense. So we watched Cheech and Chong instead. It was funny and educational. Now, hopefully, my kids will grow up knowing how to be cool instead of nerds. At least I know they call them nerds in the 70s, too. September 3rd. Boy, do the Bensons know how to party. Last thing I remember is snorting coke in their kitchen, and then we all woke up naked in the living room, covered in what I think was applesauce. Of course, my old lady had to spoil all the good times when I got home with her usual, "Why couldn't I go? You're an alcoholic. You're a drug addict. You don't love me. Nag, nag, nag." Bullshit. One of these days, October 17th. So the wife found a playgirl in Kevin's room today. What the hell does a father say to that? I knew my boy was a pussy, but a homo too? On the bright side, maybe someday we can stroll through the strip and drag late at night together. I mean, I don't wear women's clothes as a gay thing. I just like high heels and the way that dresses accent my curves. But having a partner joining would be fun too. All right. That's enough of me reading. You can take it away, Britt, whenever you're done strolling on your phone.
It's work. Okay, here's one from November 5th. I don't know what this girl's name's supposed to be, so bear with me.
Yeah.
Went out with Shawdees and the girls from work to the new disco club in town. She must have been Asian or something.
Maybe.
Nail salon.
Sounds black, actually.
Now, that is how a man has fun. I don't usually dance, but those ecstasy pills we took sure gave me the moves to dance my ass off. I even shit my pants a little bit, but I just kept on with the dance fever right through it. I gotta get me some more of those things, crush them up, and put them in my family's food some night so they can all learn what a good time is and not be so damn annoying. Why doesn't this guy just, move out, you know?
I know.
November 30th. That prick Don from down the road sure loves to show off his brand new Mercedes. Well, let's see how well it looks since I threw birdseed all over it and inside his moonroof. Now it'll have a nice bird shit white coating on it. Ha! Threw a beer bottle through his front window too for good measure. That's good measure. I'm sure one of the neighborhood kids will get the blame. Good for little bastards. Tomorrow I'm gonna dump all of my gutter leaves in his yard too. Man, I hate that asshole. December 27th. I guess I drank the bar dry last night and I don't even remember driving home. The neighbors aren't too thrilled about the hedges and garbage cans I drove over. The fault in their spite is that they can't get it through their thick, gross skulls that I do not give a shit. Best part is that I also ate all of the kids' candy out of their Christmas stockings too, and Santa got the blame. Score one for the good guy. P.S. Apparently the in-laws weren't too thrilled when the coupons I gave them for Christmas. I thought women loved that shit.
This guy is a piece of work.
Well, next year I'll wrap up my foot and deliver it right up their oversized poop cutters. And then the last one we have here, it might be his last one ever, December 31st. Fuck this diary. Diaries are gay. Like Pentos.
Did you mean Pintos, maybe?
Maybe Pentos. I didn't live back in the 70s.
No,
I don't know.
no. Oh, man. I read, I'm not a fan of Motley Crue so much musically, but I read Nikki Sixx's Heroin Diaries, and I gotta say, if that book got published, this guy, if he's not still in jail,
Word. He's probably dead by now.
he should publish this thing, and why not try? I guess you gotta get famous first. Is half the battle of that.
Yeah. Once you're already famous, people will buy whatever the hell you put
Yeah.
out in the market.
Yeah, that's fucking true. I make lists of shit to talk about because that's how dedicated I am to this thing. I'm gonna go on a rant here. Do you get these fucking calls and voicemails for like extended car warranties and shit?
Only like once or twice a day.
Yeah, I mean, I assume like everyone does right now. I wish there was a way to know if the people who sent them get shit too. Like, I think
I can only hope.
like politicians, I wonder if they all get junk mail too. But they probably do, but I don't have to deal
Do
with
you
it.
think like people that work for Progressive get mad that Capital One sends them all kinds
That's
of junk mail?
exactly what I'm hoping. I don't understand. Everybody on the earth hates it. I don't get why we want to fix all this shit. How are we ever going to reach world peace and we can't even fix the shit we hate? Like, why can't we just make a law that just says make it so you can't do this shit? I don't know.
Like we're going green, but I get like 3 pounds of junk mail a week.
Yeah, that's exactly it. It's just, oh my God, it is so annoying. The voicemail and this shit, like, it wakes me up. And I got a call the other day at like 3 in the morning.
Really?
No, it was like 2:15 in the morning.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Usually they only call like between like 8
Yeah.
and like 5.
I don't know. This shit's just dumb. I don't know.
I started I don't know if your phone will do it because it's so old. But you can like block this number, like any number that calls you, which it does help. Like I've probably blocked 300 numbers easily.
Yeah.
And it does help, like, calm it down. But
I don't know. Fuck them. Whoever you are sending that, I hope you just die in a horrific auto accident and you don't have the coverage to cover it. So
yeah.
another bitch real quick because I still see messages and people keep putting up Trump signs and stuff. And it's like, come on, whether you like Biden or not, he's the president.
Well,
And
for now he is.
You know, your constant stupid issues with it is you got to deal with it for the next 3 years. So just let it go. He's
No,
president.
not necessarily. He's pretty old. So.
Yeah, well, yeah. I don't know. I guess just to quote Megadeth, people are addicted to chaos, and they just won't fucking worry. You know, that's why we need sports. Sports is with.
Well, yeah, they ruin sports too because that's all political bullshit.
Yeah, I
too.
know. And sports are supposed to be like the violent outlet.
Yeah.
You watch other people hit each other on a football field, but
Yeah.
I guess that ain't enough. All I'm getting at, just shut up about it. If your kid kept whining over the same shit, you'd say, "Life ain't fair, Jimmy. Grow up." So if you're one of them people that, I want my gun rights and shit. Trump this, like, fuck you. He's out, and nothing's changed. So that's all I'm getting at. Okay, politics suck. I'm done with it. Let's see. What can we go here? Okay. Oh, so I just heard on the radio recently. So David Lee Roth has been taking his separate vocal tracks from Van Halen songs, and he's been mixing them with like 50s and 60s country and western songs.
Oh, that
I'm telling-
sounds so awful. I have to hear it.
It is, but it honestly, I heard one song. I heard the lyrics from Jump. So how could you mix that with this one? And I got to tell you, it ain't as bad as it sounds. It's still terrible, but it's insane how the lyrics actually mix with this music. He did one with like an old Hank Senior tune, and that was the one with the Jump vocals. And I'll tell you what, you're gonna have to listen to it. I know, cats are playing with their toy on the ground. If you hear a squeaking sound, that's the robot fish bouncing around. But yeah,
afraid of it.
If you're listening to this, you check it up. Go on YouTube and check out David Lee Roth. I don't know what to type in. Put David Lee Roth vocals with country western songs, and it is fucking hilarious.
Don't interrupt, but we're about wrapping up, right?
Yeah.
I am going to go pack up because the best beer league hockey team in the world has a game tonight, so I'm going
Okay.
to pack my gear. Before I go, you going to review the beer?
Yeah, that's what I'm going to jump to next. We'll
Okay.
review this beer real quick. I'll just review it here. You go do your shit.
Yeah, peace out from the...
I'll hold the fort. I'm good at it. It's just me from now on. So Brett got me this beer. It is Mount Gretna. I assume that's how you pronounce it. This beer is called Cheeks Creek India Pale Ale. As usual, it's 7.2% alcohol, so the alcohol's up there. I kind of like them a little high octane because I like to party. The beer description right here says it's a golden copper, unfiltered, and dry hopped all-American IPA. Its whitehead tops floral and citrus tones of this smooth, medium-bodied classic. Hop forward with a dry finish and moderate carbonation. So it's brewed and packaged in Mount Gretna, which is the name of the brewery. I'm trying to see where the location is. Well, it says right here, Mount Gretna, a haven for outdoor adventures and artists. Mount Gretna is where you'll find storybook cottages surrounded by a canopy of trees and a rugged terrain, making it a destination for hiking, biking, and climbing. Lebanon County, Pennsylvania is our home, the center of neighborhood breweries from this historied past of the craft. So, informative can. It's a simple can. The artwork isn't elaborate, but it has a canoe on it, which I like. So, yeah, Mount Gretna, Cheeks. I'm just going to pronounce it Chicks Creek because chicks are hot. Not elaborate packaging, but it's informative. There's some actual reading on it. You could learn a thing or two from this can. So, I'll give it a solid 3. Which is, that's good. Nothing earth-shattering. It's, an IPA, but, yeah. So, jumping on from there, how does the most celebrated podcaster of all space and time, and space-time, entertain solo for 5 solid minutes? Well, since Brett left me to do this last segment solo and thinks that prepping and winning our hockey games is more important than co-hosting the most vital, inspiring, entertaining, and arousing podcast since the dawn of creation, I wrote a little tribute to the Crusader, and that's his old backyard wrestling name that he still pretends is relevant. I wrote him a little tribute by way of song. So without further ado, here you go, Brett. I call this tune, Brett Can Suck It. Right, here we go. Brett is a worthless chode, smells like a commode. His cat is overweight and he is so useless and made out of mucus. The Crusader was overrated. Brett is so foolish, 'cause he's so damn foolish. It's just way too much bullshit to fathom. That guy is such a fairy and eats dingleberries. It's like he just has to have 'em. Brett is such a whiner, a mangy vagina. It's something I cannot overstate it. He loves ding-a-lings, lives on buffalo wings. His toilet man just cannot take it. He eats deer meat raw, drinks beer from a straw. It's one thing that is so damn wrong, man. He walks with feminine flair, wears women's underwear, all because he
has no schlong.
There you go, Beavis Bowser. Wrote it all from the chart. And while we're in music mode, I want to go to today's band plug, which actually isn't mine. My friend Zach Boda gave me this plug, which he was on his podcast before. His band for me to plug is a French band, which I'm going to pronounce it wrong because, well, if Brett was here, he'd tell you. He had French class with me in high school, and I fucked off in French class. Actually, I fucked off in most classes. Okay, to be honest, I fucked off in all classes. I hated school. It sucked. But French was terrible. I got like a 13%. So moving on from there, I'm going to pronounce this band Alcest. But in the French, it's probably Algist. And the albums that he recommends are very French. He says, listen to an album called Les Voyages de l'Âme. That's how I'm going to pronounce it. Or one called Souvenirs d'un Outre-Monde, which half that sounds more German than French the way I say it, but whatever. All them European countries can suck it. We beat your ass in World War II. Well, actually, we were sided with French, but French already got their asses beaten by the Nazis, whose ass we beat, so what does that tell you? The French in war. What are they, like 0-20? So, all right. That's going to wrap this episode up. It's not a very long one. That's what she said. And, hey, it's long enough to entertain you because your life sucks. If you're listening to this, you know that. So, later. I will see you next week. Actually, I won't. And you won't see us. But you'll hear me, and I don't have to hear you. See how awesome it is to have a podcast? I don't got to put up with your bullshit. You are stuck with mine. Later.
You got it tough. I seen the toughest around. And I know, baby, just how you feel.